Thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate being here early, 9:30 in the morning. Hope you've had your cup of coffee. But as Malcolm said, I do have some other business and I have to get out, but I appreciate everyone accommodating us this morning. A couple people always in a situation like this we want to thank. Again, thank everybody for being here, but do want to thank Dr. Geis, his continued leadership and support of our athletics program, and as we continue to try our efforts to move forward holistically, not just in one area, but we just continue to move our entire department forward. I thank him for his help, but also, we talk about our enrollment growth, and you'll see in a second, it was one of the criteria is if you have 4 kids, it helps your enrollment later on down the road. And so, it was a strategic decision to help Dr. Geis with his ultimate goals on increasing our enrollment. Mike White is doing his part with that as well. And so we'll continue to hire coaches with a lot of with big families. I want to thank my wife as well, again, as we go through these. And I've actually got 2 searches that are going on right now. Well, we're concluding one, but with our golf search and with baseball, it's just a tremendous amount of time and focus for that. And I just appreciate her willingness to support us in that. Our athletics senior staff was very instrumental in helping us vet some of these candidates, and I really appreciate them and their efforts not only throughout the process but today in setting up on short notice. My committee, Brian White, who is the sports supervisor for baseball, and then also Steve Davison, who helped us very much in this process as well. Thank him. Our baseball student athletes. I know that it's a very difficult time for you in a transition, and unfortunately in the sport of baseball, as is the case, many of them have already gone for the summer, and they have not had an opportunity to meet our coach, and it's just one of those unfortunate circumstances, but I know Coach looks forward to meeting you, and I do thank you for your patience. And lastly, I do want to thank Brian Roundtree. I believe he's here today, and he's continued to work very diligently through this transition. Has done it with class and with professionalism, and really appreciate his efforts for supporting us during this process. Talk a little bit about the process. As you can imagine, there's great interest in our program. Being in a league that we're in Conference USA, in the geographical region that we're in, with warm weather, with great climate, there's a lot of reasons to be excited about baseball. One of the things that we're very fortunate to have is a great facility, and that was very evident throughout this process that folks across the country are very aware of our facility and what it means in the sport of baseball. So, yeah, I'm getting them confused. I thought I was hiring a golf coach, and I hired a coach Goff, but I said throughout this process I'll probably just consolidate the head coaching because it's all in the hips anyway. Really, whether you're hitting the low ball or the high ball, it doesn't matter. But eventually we'll get these 2 squared off. But we interviewed 8 candidates in person. I know there's been a lot said and written, and different candidates have spoken about it. But the reality is there's a lot of interest, and we really did our due diligence in this process. Some of those candidates were met here in Ruston. Some were at their locations. We had tremendous interest. What, in my opinion, separated Coach Goff from the rest of these candidates was the ability and the roadmap that he has for success. Not only has he taken Campbell, a Division I university, to high levels, but he had done it previously at another university at Montevallo. So he's got the roadmap for success. Neither one of these programs were successful when he arrived on the field. He's taken programs that were in many ways struggling on the field and taking them not to good areas but to great areas of success. 3 consecutive years of 40-plus wins at Campbell University. I think a town of maybe 200, literally. And so, we're very excited and fortunate, we feel, to take a coach that is at a Division I university that was just recently in a regional and won a game in the regional against a Conference USA foe and bring them to our university. We think it's a tremendous coup for us. We're very fortunate to have him. One of the things that came out in this process was just what a man of integrity he is. He talks a lot about his family. He talks a lot about his baseball family. And I think that that's the type of fit that we need in Ruston. As we look at great quality, qualified coaches, we could have hired a number of people. Great assistant coaches, other head coaches. But we also got to find the right fit for us. And at the end of the day, this is a tall task. This is a task for us that the next coach has to come in here and lead us to a successful area. And when we really look at him, we narrow the decision, we lessen the risk because we have a guy that's not done it once, he's done it twice. And we feel that we have the best coach available to lead Louisiana Tech baseball. So it's my pleasure at this point in time to introduce our new baseball coach at Louisiana Tech, Greg Goff.
I'm very honored. I'm a very blessed man. I tell my players and my family all the time, all great things come from above. I'm a man of faith. I'm very thankful for my relationship with Christ and an opportunity I don't believe I would have today if it wasn't for that relationship. And I'm so honored to be here and be a part of this. Dr. Geis, thank you so much for your hospitality that allowed me to come here. Tommy and the committee, we met this morning, and just a wonderful place, a great feeling that we have. But as you can tell, the most important person I need to thank is my wonderful wife, Tina, and definitely the boss of the family. I can go ahead and say it right now, guys. I'm okay to say it. You see, I'm definitely outnumbered, and so I need to say it. But I want to thank them for being here, because I think everybody knows successful coaches got to have successful and committed wives. And when I'm not there, she takes care of our family and our girls. And I hope you'll see that we are a tight family, a close family, and we're looking forward to coming to Ruston and moving our family down here and being a part of this thing. I know I have a lot of big shoes to fill. Great program. When I got on campus and saw the facilities and all those things, I was just overwhelmed by where things are and where things are going, and to be with Tommy and to see his vision for the athletic department, I knew that this was a place for us. I have been very fortunate over the last few years. When you win some games, you've had chances to go different places, and we didn't do that. We felt like we were going to stay at Campbell for a while, and then when I got here and I got into this community, I knew this was the right place for us. I knew this was a place I could leave comfort and move our family here, and this would be a great opportunity to grow, not only as a coach, but as a person, and that's very important for me. As the process went along, just a little bit about, the whole thing. When I went to Campbell, the one thing that brought me to Campbell, as some of you may not know, was a graduate from Louisiana Tech, Stan Williamson. He hired me to come to Campbell from Montevallo. Him and Miss Debbie were there then, and so that was kind of my first connection here with Louisiana Tech. And then as I came down for the visit this past week and to see everything, I knew from the beginning that this was somewhere that we felt like some great things could be happening for us. The one thing I think a lot of people may be a little concerned about is, he's been in North Carolina for a number of years and hasn't been right here in Louisiana. I can just tell you, when I went to North Carolina and took over the program at Campbell, I didn't know a soul. The first thing that we did was we went straight into the high school association at North Carolina and spent as much time as we could building those relationships with those coaches. They have got to be believers in the program at Louisiana Tech. And then we got involved with the scouts, also a great extension of baseball and knowing players that are out there. And so we had to win over the high school coaches, and we had to win over the scouts and let them know that if they send a player to Campbell, that they were going to be taken care of. And so those are the things that we're going to do first. We're going to hit the road today as soon as we can. And we're going to get out and we're going to build those relationships in the state of Louisiana, in the state of Mississippi, state of Texas. We're going to recruit a 6-hour radius and try to get the best baseball players we can to believe in the vision of Louisiana Tech. We want to get to Omaha. We want to get to Omaha. That's our goal. I believe that can happen here. If I didn't, I would not have taken this job. I believe with the support from Dr. Geis and from Tommy and this community, hey, it's been done before in different programs. Why can't it be done in baseball? That's why I'm here today, because I believe in my heart that with great work ethic, with great integrity, I think great things can happen here, and that's why I'm here today and so excited about being a part of this thing. A lot of people are asking about my staff and stuff like that. From the time this thing broke, till now, a lot of people have reached out. We are still undecided about that. I want to talk with the guys that have been here and then just kind of go from there and kind of see what direction of who we're going to bring in here. But I'm looking for guys that will be an extension of me, that want to work for me, that want to have the same work ethic that I do and be able to understand what it takes to get this program going. You know, I've been here twice before. I think that was one of the things that Tommy said, that, you know, we've been here. We've been in a situation where we look players in the eye and we've said, you know, we're going to move in a good direction here. Just believe in what we're doing. Just buy into what we're asking you to do, and we're going to get you where you want to go to. And that doesn't scare me. You know, with the facilities, the national recognition of Louisiana Tech, the great state of Louisiana, this is, to me, one of the greatest places for baseball. You know, you're right here, right in the middle of some of the greatest athletes of baseball. You see the draft coming up yesterday and the rest of the day of how many kids are drafted in this area. You know, we've got to get those weak kids to come to Louisiana Tech and wear the red and blue. We've got to get those guys to buy into our program and believe and have the same dreams that we do of coming here and getting a great education, changing their life forever. You know, we talk about you're going to make a decision for 4 years, but it's going to be a 40-year decision. And that's what we want. We're going to be a coach and a baseball player for 4 years, but we're going to be friends and have that relationship all the way through until to their life. So, you know, we're really excited about being here, very thankful and having the opportunity, like I said before, you know, to leave a very awesome place with great friends and a great opportunity. That's why we're here today, because I believe in my heart this is what we're supposed to be doing, and I'm really, really excited about the opportunity and the direction that we're going. And just look at the people that are here today and the support of this great university. I'm so thrilled and thankful, and I'm looking very forward to meeting all of you and getting a chance to meet our players. To me, that's the next step for me, is to get my handle on our players and see them and get a chance to watch them. You know, to me, with a new coach coming in, you know, it gives everybody a clean slate, and every player, I hope, is excited about an opportunity to. There's no relationship there, so everybody starts out hitting zero. Everybody starts out fielding zero. Everybody's on the mound, so everybody has an opportunity, to me, to have a chance to make a great impression this fall, and with our coaching staff.